Back when I was in college, I used to play a fair amount of pool. I was the student manager of the game room there on campus, and we had a bunch of pool tables there in the game room, and I ran the pool leagues. In fact, that's where I met my wife at. She came in to shoot pool with her roommate. One thing led to another, and a few months later, we were engaged to be married. But that's another story. What I want to bring up is what separates a great pool player from an average pool player. The best players can not only make the shot that's in front of them, they also use skill and strategy to set themselves up for the next 2 or 3 shots on the table. The best players not only have precise skill, they also have forward thinking and strategy to defeat their opponent. They use strategic positioning to make their next few shots much easier to make. The skill and strategy of riding a motorcycle has a whole lot in common with being a good pool player. The best riders can not only make the shot, meaning they've developed their road skill, they also have road strategy, and they use that to make it less likely to need to perform those difficult skills on the road when their life depends on it. So what types of skills does a rider need to develop for the street? Well, the skills and exercises found in the field guide are the fundamentals of street riding skills. Things like emergency braking, swerving, brake and escape, cornering, and I'll even add U-turns to the list. You may be asking why U-turns. Well, I can't think of a specific situation where riders had to perform a U-turn out on the street to save their life, but U-turns teach clutch and throttle control, proper head and eye placement, general motorcycle control, and they go a long way towards building a rider's confidence. So while the skill may not be life-saving, the techniques developed by learning a proper U-turn have many other benefits for the rider. It doesn't take an elaborate setup to practice these skills on your own. They can be performed on any open parking lot, and the field guide's a great resource to practice and develop these skills all on your own. So let's look at what these practice sessions look like out on a parking lot, and I'll show you a few scenes from me practicing in the past. So I'm a full believer in road skills, but for the most part, road skills are reactive. They help you respond when something goes wrong. A rider who only focuses on road skill without considering road strategy is like that pool player who can sink a difficult shot, but constantly leaves the cue ball in a tough position for the next shot. They might make the shot, but they're always scrambling to recover on the table. So just like road skills, road strategy has some core disciplines that need to be applied. Things like lane position, following distance, road speed, head and eye placement, and anticipating the actions of other drivers can all be used to greatly reduce the number of close calls out on the street. Road strategy rarely gets the glory of road skills, but some of the best riding I've ever done out on the street were times where I anticipated a problem before it actually occurred, made adjustments to my speed or my lane position or my following distance, and then watched that potential trap unfold in front of me with no danger to me as a rider. Skill alone is not enough to make you a great street rider, but strategy combined with skill will make you a much safer rider. A few weeks ago, I made an announcement about a new book here on MCrider, so in addition to the field guide, I'll be offering a book on road strategy. I finished writing that book this week, and I'm in the process of editing it and will be sending it to the printer very soon. I truly believe that the combination of road skills and road strategy are the building blocks to make better riders, and now I'm happy to have a book available on both topics. So if you've been watching MCrider for any length of time, you've probably heard me say this before. I want to develop my skills on a motorcycle and then ride on the street in a manner where I rarely need to use those skills. Let me say that again. I want to develop my skills on a motorcycle and then ride on the street in a manner where I rarely need to use those skills. I believe if more riders would adopt that riding policy, there'd be fewer crashes on the street, there'd be fewer fatalities, and there would be more riders who make it home at the end of the ride. You can order the field guide or the road strategy book individually, or you can save a little money and shipping cost and order both books at once. I'm hopeful that the road strategy book will go to the printer next week, and then I'll be able to fill all the pre-orders once I get it back from the printer. If you want to get a first edition copy of the new road strategy book, go to mcrider.com/books for all the details. I really am excited to get this new book in your hands and hear what you think of it. Till next week, guys, this is Kevin with MCrider, and I'll see you on the road. If you enjoyed this video, please consider becoming a member of MCrider. You get access to the forums and the field guide and a whole lot more. All the details can be found at mcrider.com/member.